Hey, good morning. Welcome back to Blue Heron Homestead. An interesting thought that came through my mind. Spring is born when it's time to plant corn, right? Well, here we are, March the 4th, 2026. It's 75 degrees outside, but take a minute, listen. You hear the birds singing? Do you hear the cows lowing? Today we have a live audience to watch as we plant corn, and they're dreaming of the day they can hopefully come through the fence and eat it all. We hope that never happens. Well, when I was a kid, we would go and we would plant large fields of corn. Today we're going to not do a large field, but rather we have a bed, and if I calculate correctly, this is around 96 square foot of space. So in 96 square foot, we're going to produce a lot of corn. I went in a store yesterday and it was $1 an ear for corn now. As a kid, we used to raise field corn, and when it was time to put corn up, we would go take a pickup truck, and sometimes we would fill the back bed of the pickup truck with corn. We would come to the house and we would sit there and we would shuck corn and we would grate corn, and I think blanch corn, honey, was what people would do to it. Freeze it, put it in bags, and all year we would eat delicious field corn. Well, you don't want to plant field corn here, and this is why. When you plant the corn, later you've got to remove the stalks, and field corn has this massive root ball on it. Sweet corn, on the other hand, has a root ball about the size of your fist that easily rolls out of the ground. But enough of that, enough. I know you want to get on with the video. So we're going to start here by using chicken litter. Now, on 96 square feet, I put 3 5-gallon buckets, so we're really doing about 14 gallons worth of litter. And you don't want to put this stuff out hot, because if it's fresh out of the houses, it'll kill everything. There's just too much heat. This is sat for a while to go through a composting process. So we start by going evenly through, and we try to routinely get that out. By the way, while we're working on this, we've recently put down fresh landscape fabric. We moved our tropical trees outside, so we're going to have avocados growing in southwest Georgia alongside of our corn, with guavas and citrus. We may show you that later, but avocados are blooming. We have produced those here, so it's kind of really cool, I think. Now what my wife is doing is just lightly scattering, or Jamie, the litter for us, and then we're going to mildly soak it, and I'll come in and work this up. But we're not planting this in rows today. Instead, we have something special. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, Jamie and I have been working on this. I'm not sure the tool I just used, what this would be called. Sure you've used these before. Not really sure what you call this.
Pitchfork.
I don't know. It's well used, but this is one of the best garden tools there is. This ground in a raised bed never gets compacted, so this allows you to break the top up. We've got enough organic matter mixed in that it really helps the soil out, and so I'm breaking it up about 3 inches deep here, and Jamie's coming in and leveling it and crumbling up everything. I'm going to come back. I've got a slightly larger garden rake, so let's go over it with this.
Y'all had to forgive me, my allergies are acting up.
That's a good thing. That means spring is here.
Spring's on us, definitely. About how long, Ryan, do you say this corn would take to be full maturity where you could pick it?
I would say we'll eat corn in June. Now I'm not sure.
Last year we got quite a bit, and we ate some fresh, and then I also put some up in the freezer, and that was the best corn. Even several months in, just pulling it out of the freezer and boiling it, it was so good.
Once more, we recommend don't go buy little miniature packets of seed corn. Go to a home and garden store, not your big box stores. You don't want to buy the little tiny packets on the shelf. You need more corn than that.
Yeah.
I'm projecting we'll probably get anywhere between 100 and 200 ears off of this. So we'll see.
And it does freeze really well. I have froze them in the husk before without taking that off, and then I've also completely taken it off and then just blanched it, like put it in like some boiling hot water for a couple of minutes, take it out, put it in an ice bath, and then take it out and freeze it that way. You can do that. My grandmother, she's passed away now, but she used to put them in I think it was silk pillowcases or something. I don't know. She was more Depression age, so but she used to do that, and it would last a while.
So there are a couple of things I want to show you before we get started. Hand me that corn and pipe, honey. This is what we used to plant corn with in the garden. This was great when if you have a tiller and you want to get out and plant a large area. I've used this on this bed. Last year we produced a considerable amount of corn. We had both field corn and sweet corn. Sweet corn produced bountifully. Field corn, not so much. It takes longer for it to reach maturity, and after pulling those stalks up, you don't want to do that. So make sure you plant sweet corn. You can change the plates in this, but once more, if I start, you see I have to get a foot away from the end, actually more like 18 inches, just for the first seed to drop. So we're doing something different today. Here in America, there's a YouTube channel called More Than Farmers. And what blew my mind when I saw this channel for the first time was how much produce they would get off of the smallest amount of land. They basically feed a family on, I don't know, just a tiny amount of land. Well, with their corn, they did something I'd never thought of. They plant the corn on a grid system rather than planting it in rows. Now, we always used a tractor, so I just thought corn has to be in rows. Not necessarily. When you're in an area like this, you're not going to plow it. So what we're doing today, I'm going to start by pushing out small holes here now you don't want to pack the soil, that you want just a mild hole. We're going to push these out we're on a grid of about 6 to 7 inches. So crossing over here, well, what you hear in the background, these are our bulls. We recently moved our herd on this side of the road by the house, and there's my neighbor anyway, it's time that it's the time of year that they let the bulls out. So they're all kind of having this thing over dominance. Who's the biggest bull in the room? Anyway, they're like 6th graders. They're glad the fence is there. They're just talking right now. Anyway.
So how many you want to put, like 2 or 3 in there?
I want you to drop one grain of seed in each one, but don't cover them yet.
Yeah, I'm not.
Now with corn seed, you can get a little deeper with it. We don't try to get too deep here, but we're going about maybe 1 inch. We've never planted this way, but the roots will probably lock. I think it'll stand up better to wind. We're going to do a few things here with some shade cloth as well. I used to do construction, so part of that you want to usually measure and cut, but you can also eyeball it, which basically means make a pretty good guess. And you know, it doesn't have to be exactly precise, you just want it close. By the way, Jamie, show the packet that you're holding. This is $12. $12 for that small amount of corn, and but hey, it's very much worth it.
And obviously you need to check, you know, we're different zone than a lot of people that may be watching this, so you need to check for your area and see when you would need to plant.
Oh yeah, we're right down on the Florida line, and what we typically wait for, you want the last killing frost to pass. Now, will we have more cold weather? Yes. Every year we get an Easter snap. I don't know why that is, but it's always going to get cold the week before Easter. If anyone knows why that is, please tell me. I've never read anything about it in the Bible, but I've never seen a year that it's not cold the week before Easter. Corn can take a little bit of frost. Typically here, farmers start planting late February, early March. It just hit 75 degrees inside the greenhouse. The fan kicked on. One thing we're doing this year, we're putting shade cloth up over much of our garden area here and enlarging it somewhat. We will not put shade cloth over this bed. The corn needs full sun and plenty of water. Right. We have a system I'll show you in a minute for keeping everything watered. 6 times 34. It's 180 plus 24. So 204 ears of corn that we should get off of this, theoretically speaking.
And I'll show y'all the actual seed itself that I'm putting in the ground. I don't know if y'all can see.
Now we're going to go ever so lightly.
That's the seed that we're just putting in the ground there.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry about interrupting you, huh?
That's all right.
Have you ever noticed that when men and women talk, like women can have 2 or 3 women talking at the same time and carrying on a conversation? Men can't do that. You see 2 or 3 men talking at the same time, they're getting ready to fight. Women, no, that's not how God made them. They just do it and love it all day. I'm lost in my garden right now. This is cool. Notice that I'm covering this not with the prongs down, but like this, This way, we're not disturbing anything.
Yep.
And honey, if you'll come behind me and just really just soak it, you won't get too much on it.
All right.
Now what's fun, if you watch our videos, you'll see this corn as it's growing. You get to actually go through the season with us and see what happens, which to me is kind of exciting. Some people watch golf. That's not for me. Some people watch fishing. It's okay, I'd rather be fishing, but I can watch fishing. Watching gardening. Now there's an idea. We try to make sure we get out here on sunny days when the birds are singing. Why? Because you'll see enough cloudy days. Here it varies. We probably have, if I were guessing, around 250 days of sunshine a year.
Yeah.
Maybe more than that. It rains quite a bit. It's cloudy, but it's sunny. But I know you want to see the sunshine. So if there's a sunny day, we'll wait for it to do our filming. Look at that. Now what'll be so cool is this July when you see us actually eating corn. and we're putting it on the grill and we're boiling it. You may not watch us eat the corn, but you'll watch us cook the corn. How's that?
Yeah, there you go.
So right now we're around 32 minutes in this. Sure, it'll be a little shorter on TV. There's no need for you to watch every little bit, but 32 minutes total time to do this. Anything you want to say, honey?
No, I think I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
It's one of my favorite things to grow is corn.
So why do you want to do this? It helps you relax. It lets you see the fruit of your labor. It tastes good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you ever start growing your own corn, store-bought's not the same.
That's true.
I mean, it's just like, well, especially like the frozen kind that you get, it's just not good. It's just not. But if you don't have, you know, like you're in an apartment and you can't grow it yourself, try to find a farmer's market or someone that does grow it locally. I'm telling you, it's delicious.
So you know how it is. We're created living people to enjoy life, to enjoy growing things. It's in our DNA. I don't care who you are, I believe you trace your life back to Adam. So he was a gardener. Well, anything else, hon?
Nope, that's it.
All right, well, thank you for watching
y'all.
Blue Heron Homestead. Like and subscribe. It helps a lot. And you have more?
No, that's it. I was waving
And so-
bye.
All right.
Y'all have a good day.
Until next time, thank you for watching.